I'm Lukas Magyar. I am the vocalist for Veil of Maya.
Can you give any background information on the band, when you guys got started, how you formed?
The band is actually from Chicago. It's been around for 12 years. I'm actually still relatively new, not so new. I've been with Veil for going on 2 years now.
Okay.
But they had 4 records out before I came into the picture, so they were pretty well established and had been on Sumerian Records for several years, and they really did a great job of building some great relationships throughout their time, so it really made my job easy as I kind of stepped into my role and did what I had to do. There was a lot of people within the industry who were very supportive of the decision that was made, and they embraced me just because they knew the band so well, and it just made the transition go over quite smoothly.
How really were you introduced to the rest of the band to become their singer?
I found out that they had lost their vocalist via social media, and I did just a little bit of research, found who the manager was, sent him an email, he got back to me, and luckily after the audition process went through, they kind of went through this trial period with me for a bit. I flew out and tracked a single that hadn't been released. They just were like curious of how I'd hold up in the studio.
Right.
And then we did a 5 or 6 day run just to Knotfest and back. And then after that all went smoothly, we're like, all right, well, we'll announce everything the following year, which was it was already like October, November by this time, so it was January 1st, I believe, we released Phoenix, and then announced that I'd be taking over permanently, and that's just about it. It was a pretty quick transition.
Yeah. What would you say one of your favorite tours has been with the band?
We've had several great tours. We were just in Europe at the end of last year with Periphery and Good Tiger, and that was phenomenal. Periphery and Veil go way back, they're good friends. I had worked with Spencer in the studio in that first few week period, I guess, right in the beginning when we were tracking the record. So I had known Spencer decently well, and then everyone else was pretty good friends, so we had a great time, hung out, and just went wild. Honestly, though, so far this tour, just because it's such a big atmosphere and there's so many people, this has definitely been the best experience I've had touring so far.
What would you say one of your favorite Warped Tour memories has been so far?
I don't know.
I know you're only like halfway through.
I think the best Warped Tour memory so far was yesterday. Dan and I, our bassist, went hard on some video games. Won the Super Bowl with the Cleveland Browns. What's up?
Do you guys have any projects in the works right now?
We're going to end the year touring-wise in Europe again, and then after that we're going to start really diving into a new record.
Yeah. Do you guys plan to, release any singles or anything like that for that?
Nothing's fully written yet. We've done a lot of discussion on the direction and how we want to kind of do things on this next record. So writing has started, but we have no complete songs or anything, and there's definitely no deadlines. We haven't even hit studio at all on it. Okay. It's all pre-pro. So as far as that, unfortunately, there's nothing going on yet, but it's all coming. We're pretty excited to see how the direction expands.
Yeah, for sure. How did you really get into music yourself?
I really got into it when I was 15, and I was really into sports before that, and kind of thought that that's kind of the direction I wanted to take in my life. And I just slowly realized it wasn't sports that made me happy. It was just I don't know. I think I'm like a spotlight kind of guy, and I just said the same type of thing in the last interview I just did. I was always trying to make people laugh, trying to be entertaining, and I think why I liked sports was because there's always so many people watching, and you can be a big impact in the game, and people will remember that. But once I found music, it just slowly took over, and I found myself not caring so much about sports and athletics and things like that, and caring more about music and expanding and learning instruments and learning how to sing and stuff like that. So it just took a little bit, but I finally realized this is the direction that I want to go in my life, and I went for it.
What is one of your favorite songs to perform?
Mikasa.
Why is that?
Everyone sings that song, and it's just the best. It's so fun.